Whatever comes credit side, it may be your income or your balance sheet liability. If the credit side is more, you are in profit. If debit side is more, you are in loss. Income you are receiving in advance means it will come under balance sheet liability. Anything which is received in advance, we are supposed to minus. Why we minus? Remember, you should not leave even single thing from this table. Hello everyone, this is your Adarsh sir, lecturing Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. So, we are in the session 20 of your topic called accounting. In accounting, we are doing financial accounting, or else we call it as final accounts. Now, what do you mean by final accounts? We also already done with the format as well as two problems on final accounts. Now, in today's session, we will do one more problem along with adjustments. Now, if you know the format, it will be easy for you to remember as well as easy to solve. The agenda for the day. The agenda for the day, it is very simple. We will be doing concept, your final account problem as well as adjustment. There are three things we are supposed to do in today's session. Concept we do along with your problem. Then adjustment, it is a part of your problem as well as once we done with your table or else we call it as trial balance. Once we done with your trial balance, we'll go for adjustment. Now, as I told you, your trial balance, whatever informations we have, those are single effect or once we are supposed to take. Now, whatever is there in the adjustment, we are supposed to take twice. Two times we are supposed to consider. Now, so this is your problem number 3. We'll go one by one. So like how we used to do, like we used to consider trading account. Later we'll come for profit and loss account. And finally we go for your balance sheet. Now, debit balance and credit balance, and we have amount column. Now, first we'll consider only trading related items. Only trading things we will consider. Now, we have machinery, cash at bank, cash in hand. Machinery comes under what? So, as you know, machinery is a long term. We take it under your balance sheet asset. Now, cash at bank, it is a balance sheet asset. Remember, whatever comes under debit side, it may be your expenses or it may be your balance sheet asset. Now, whatever comes credit side, it may be your income or your balance sheet liability. This shortcut you have to apply while doing the problem. I'll mention this. Whatever debit side comes, it may be your expenses or your balance sheet asset. Whatever comes credit side, we consider this as income or balance sheet liability. So these are the shortcut. Whatever credit side comes, never take under asset. Whatever debit side comes, never take under liability. But one thing you have to remember, like drawings. Even though the drawings comes under debit side, we take it in credit. But we will not add, we will deduct. So the only thing, drawings, that comes under liability, but we are supposed to subtract. Now, so machinery comes under asset. So we are concentrating only trading item. Cash at bank asset, cash in hand asset, wages. Wages comes under your trading account. I'll mention wages as trading. Purchases also your trading. Your stock. As I told you, in the question, whatever you will get, the information regarding stock, we consider it as opening stock. Now, what about your closing stock? Your closing stock always comes under your adjustments. Why? Because closing stock is not part of your trial balance. Closing stock always comes at the end and it will be in your adjustment. Now, this we have to consider as opening stock. Now, sundry debtors is asset, bills receivable asset, Rent comes under profit and loss account. Legal expenses, profit and loss. General expenses, profit and loss, as well as your bad debts also comes under profit and loss account. Now, in the debit side, we have only three things: wages, purchases, as well as stock. In the trading account also, you will get these three things under debit side only. Now, we'll come to credit side of your trading account, our trial balance. Now, capital will comes under liability. Your sales comes under trading. Creditors comes under liability. Commission received, it comes under your profit and loss. Now, we'll recall or revise your trading account. What will come under debit side? Like your debit side, we will get opening stock, purchases, carriage inward, freight charges, and coal, gas, power. These things will get debit side of your trading account. What will come credit side of your trading account? Only three things you are supposed to remember. One is your sales, then your closing stock, then it is a damaged goods or abnormal goods or destroyed goods. Now, for sales, we have to minus sales return. For purchases, we have to minus purchase return. Now, in this problem, we don't have purchase return as well as sales return. If we don't have any information about return, we write purchase and sales directly. Now, so these are the adjustments you have. As you know, whatever adjustments you will get, it will be double effect. Now, what is the first one? Stock. One will be trading account, credit side, and another one will be balance sheet, asset side. Remember, stock always trading account credit as well as balance sheet asset. Now, depreciate machinery. Depreciate machinery, one will be P&L debit, another one will be balance sheet asset. In the asset, you are supposed to minus. From which you will minus? If the information is about machinery, you should minus from machinery only. Now, rent prepaid. Now, rent prepaid, remember, as I told you, prepaid means minus, outstanding means add. Always remember this. Prepaid minus, outstanding add. Now, rent prepaid means one will be minus from rent, another one will be balance sheet asset. Wherever you write rent, we are supposed to deduct. Now, along with that, in the balance sheet asset side, we have to mention. Now, provide PDD. What is PDD? It is provision for doubtful debts. Provision for doubtful debts. Now, what is the percentage given? They have given 5%. So, always your debts will be calculated on what? Always on debtors. Now, very simple. How do you calculate or how do you show your depreciation? Similarly, we calculate your PDD. Now, in this, one will be your P&L debit side, another one will be your balance sheet asset. In the asset, you have to minus. From which you have to minus? From debtors, you are supposed to minus. Now, hope you understood. Now, we'll go for the last adjustment. Commission received in advance. See, your income you are receiving in advance. For you, it is expenditure. Remember, so this will be very simple. Advance, one will be balance sheet liability, another P&L credit side we have to deduct because you have received in advance, prepaid, advance, everything has to be deducted. Now, but income you are receiving in advance means it will come under balance sheet liability. Now, these are the adjustment. As I told you, all the table items or trial balance item should be considered one time. Now, all your P&L items or all your adjustment items will come twice in your answer. So, once you're done with your answer, you have to check whether you have taken two times, twice or not. So this is your trading and profit and loss account for the year ending 31st March 2012. Now remember, in this, we have to mention as debit side and we have to mention as credit side. Why I have not mentioned in the notes means why? Because you should remember this. In the class, I should write and you should remember. Now, if it is there on the screen, it will not be highlighted or you will not notice. That's why if I write it now, you will be noticing that particular thing. Now, whatever comes under debit side, remember to and you should write by. So for everything you should write by and for everything you should write to. To rent, to legal expenses, to general expenses, to bad debts, to depreciation on machinery, to net profit transfer to capital. Like this you are supposed to write. Now I'll go one by one. As I told you, first we will complete trading account, then we'll come back for profit and loss account. So this is your trading account. We'll finish it up. Now, as I told you, there are no adjustment like outstanding prepaid for trading and there is no adjustment like return of purchase and return of sales. Now, so your sales 32 plus 16,000 your closing. Where do you get your closing? I'll go back. So in your adjustment, you will get your closing 16,000. Now, similarly, your debit side, we take opening stock, purchase, wages. So we have taken directly. I'll go back to your question. See in the question, we have wages, purchase, opening 12,000, 16,000 as well as 2,000. 12,000, 16,000 as well as 2,000 all put together you will get it is less than 48,000. As I told you, you have to see which side is higher. Now your credit side you will get around 48. 32 plus 16 it comes around 48. Same value you are supposed to write in the debit side also. Now 48,000 minus these three you will get 18,000 as your gross profit carry down. Why it is carried down means it is your closing gross profit. Now, so gross profit carry down you got 18,000. What is the total? 48 as well as 48. Hope you understood what is trading account. Now, so once we done with trading account, we'll move our step for the next one, that is profit and loss account. Now, under profit and loss account, before we do, I'll go back to your question. We'll mention which comes under P&L. Now, out of this, your machinery, cash, cash in hand, your debtors, all comes under your balance sheet item, including bills receivable also balance sheet. We have rent, legal expense, general expense, so bad debts. So almost we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Four things we have, we will mention that. 900, 500, 1,600 and 1,000. See in your answer, we have considered your rent, we have adjustment. We have prepaid rent of 200. 900 minus 200, you got 700. As I told you, prepaid always subtract and outstanding always add. In this question, they have not given any information about outstanding. Now, this is done. Legal expenses 500, it is over. General expenses 1,600, we have taken. Bad debts, I'll go back to this. So bad debts they have given 5% on debtors. Along with that, in the question they have given 1,000 bad debts. We'll take both. So bad debts will be calculated on what? Debtors. What is the value of debtors? 8,800. I'll go back. Your 1,000 as it is copy paste. Along with that, 8,800 multiplied with 5%. Now, how much you will get? You will get 440. What is the total? 1,440 is your answer. Hope you understood. Now, Bad debts as per the table we have considered. Along with that, we also considered the percentage part, like 5% of your actual value. Now, we're done with these things. Next, depreciation on machinery. I'll go back. Your machinery, how much they have given? 10%. What is the value of machinery? I'll go back in this. Your machinery value is, the first one, it is 8,000. What is the percentage? 10%. Now, 8,000 multiplied with 10%, it is 800. Now, in this, what you are supposed to do is, so you know the value, it is 8,000. You know the percentage, it is 10%. The machinery value, as you know, it will come under balance sheet. But how much depreciated? So you have bought machinery for 8,000. Can you sell that machinery for 8,000 after 2 years? Answer is no. Why? Because it is 2 years old. Now, for that, every year we reduce the value. 8,000 will become 7,000. 7,000 will become 6,000. Every year, how much we are reducing? 1,000 we are reducing. How much we are reducing? That 1,000 we are supposed to show it in profit and loss. Why? Because every year you are losing 1,000. That 1,000 is the expenditure for you. So 1,000 you have to show it here, and the remaining will be shown in the balance sheet. Now, as per this, 8,000 into 10%, we get 800. We done with up to this. Now, is there anything for P&L? Yes. We have commission received 600. Now, we have adjustment also for this. Commission received in advance 400. Now, in your commission received, as I told you, 600. Anything which is received in advance, we are supposed to minus. Why we minus? I'll give you example. Now, your salary is 10,000. Now, next month you are supposed to get 10,000. But out of 10,000, this month you have taken advance of 4,000. Again, I'll repeat. Your salary is 10,000. Out of 10,000, this month you have taken 4,000 advance salary. Now, at the time of next month, while giving salary, will they give you 10,000 or less? From 10,000, they will deduct your 4,000 whatever advance you have taken. Now, 10 minus 4, finally you will get only 6,000. Similarly, your commission is 600, but you have received in advance, maybe some emergency, you have requested and you have received 400 in advance. Now, 600 minus 400, the balance, how much you will get? Now you will get only 200. Remember, any outstandings should be added, any prepaid or received in advance should be deducted. Now, so your interest part also over. This 18,000 I have copied from your trading account. Trading account, whatever answer you get, that was carried down. Here it will be brought down. Now, we done with all the information. Will total. Your debit side is more or credit side is more. Remember, if the credit side is more, you are in profit. If debit side is more, you are in loss. Now, your credit side 18,000 plus 200, it will come 18,200. Now, the higher value should be written both the sides. Now, same value right here also. From this, you deduct everything. If you deduct all the balances one by one, your final answer will be 13,160. This is called as your trading as well as profit and loss account. Remember, whatever you write in the debit side, start with 2, and whatever you write in the credit side, start with by. So this is the last step of your answer, that is nothing but balance sheet. Now, balance sheet, we have asset as well as liabilities. Now, assets and liabilities, here we will not mention by or to. Why we don't mention by or to means these are called as statement. So this is not account, this is statement. You never mention balance sheet account. you have to mention as balance sheet statement. Now, in this, first we'll go for the asset side, later we'll come back for your liability. Now, whichever we have mentioned asset, I'll go back to question. See, machinery is asset, cash at bank asset, cash in hand asset, debtors asset, bills receivable asset over capital liability, creditors liability. Yes, almost we have completed everything. Remember, you should not leave even single thing from this table. Now in the balance sheet, we have taken machinery. Along with machinery, we have depreciation. 8,000 minus 800, your answer 7,200. Now, cash at bank, no adjustment. Cash in hand, no adjustment. Copy, paste. Then, debtors actual value minus, you will get 8,360. Then, your bills receivable, copy paste. Closing stock you will get from adjustment. Remember, don't find in the table, from the adjustment you are supposed to consider. I'll show you. See, closing stock already we have taken like 16,000. Again we are taking in the asset side. Why? Because whatever comes under adjustment, all twice you are supposed to take. See, your closing stock we have taken twice. Now, your depreciate machinery we have taken twice. Prepaid we will take twice, once there and again it is here in the asset side. Now, liability side, your capital and your, what is your profit? Your net profit is 13,160. 13,160. Remember, this you got from profit and loss account. Now, this is done. Creditors 9,000. Commission received in advance also 400. Where you get this 400? I'll go back to your question. See, it is there in the adjustment. Whatever is there in the adjustment, everything we have taken twice. Now, once we're done with this, we have the total 31 plus 9, 40,000 plus 400, 40,560. Similarly, your total is how much? It is, if you total everything, like 7,200 plus 2 plus 1 plus 8 plus 5 plus 16 plus 200 plus 360 and 800. The total comes around, it is 40,000. Yes. So 800,000, 1,003, 1,005. Yes, 40,560. Your balance sheet should get tally. Then only you can call it as your answer is correct. So in this, never mention debit and credit, never mention to or by. Now I'll go back to your question with solution. If you want, you can take a screenshot. So this is your problem number 3. Your solution part, your adjustments. This is your solution part. Your second part of your solution. Yes. So this is all about your today's session. Along with this, I have given you almost 7 to 8 problems with solution in the notes. Please work out wherever you find out. Whenever we have live interaction, then you can clear your doubts. Or we'll sit together. You can come to college and with a prior permission with the principal, we'll sit and we'll solve your doubts. Thank you.